In Freemasonry and in other secret societies, there are many symbols, hand gestures, and grips or handshakes that Masons and Illuminati members use in order to identify one another. Additionally, there are passphrases and articles of clothing, such as aprons, that they use, but this will focus primarily on what they do with their hands in order for us to help identify them. You might be surprised to learn that some of your favorite politicians and celebrities are secret society members. Most of them. Though they may appear to differ in opinion, and there are some differing factions and clubs, the end goal of Freemasonry has been to bring about New World Order for over 100 years. So let's talk about some of them, such as the hidden hand. The hidden hand is representative of the name of their god, which must not be revealed, which they believe to be a union of Osiris, Yahweh, and Baal. Christians would refer to this as Lucifer. And yes, it's under the guise of Christianity. The all-seeing eye. This one is primarily seen with celebrities and musicians, which are the lowest tier of Freemasonry. It symbolizes the great architect of the universe, watching over mankind and acting as a reminder to live in harmony, quote unquote. It's representative of elitist surveillance and control. And it also references the pineal gland, which I'm not going to get into in this portion. You'll have to do some of that studying. That's interesting. It appears, their symbol of the all-seeing eye appears like the pineal gland, which they say is the third eye. Let's talk about now the pyramid or Merkle diamond hands. This is what they call the triangle of power. Hands are a signal of activity and power. In Kabbalah, it represents the female vulva, the great protective mother who copulates with the father, the feminine form of God. That's, again, their beliefs. This is Kabbalah, Freemason, secret society beliefs. Definitely not representative. Okay, the OK symbol, it may appear, in Western culture, we use this frequently. However, to Satanists, when they make this sign of three fingers, it's not used to make a circle, are considered symbolic of the unholy Trinity. Horned God, Goddess, and the offspring, which is the Antichrist. Some go so far as to adopt the view that the bent three fingers are shaped as the three numbers 666. Thus we have 666, the sun deity, Lucifer, the goddess, mystery, Babylon of the Great, mother of harlots, and the beast, the Antichrist, 666, all in one unitary hand sign. Oh, what a web of evil, wicked men can weave around something seemingly so ordinary and mundane. In the Illuminist philosophy, the OK sign becomes a sign indicating approval of their divine king, their coming Lord of Light, whom we as Christians know as the Antichrist. There's the 666. On the devil horns, there's not really an explanation required. It does not symbolize Texas Longhorns, as Bush would have you believe. As above, so below. This one is pretty complex, so I'm not going to get into a thorough explanation, but essentially it is the gesture made by the hermaphrodite demon Baphomet. It goes back to ancient Sumeria and is believed to have magical implications. Handshakes. Okay, I'm covering handshakes in 3 slides because there are a vast number of handshakes that are used by secret society members, and they're not all recognizable. But you can see thumb placement. That is a big one. You can tell by thumb placement on the first knuckle, in between, or on the third knuckle, depending on your rank and your degree, I should say. Here are some more where you can see world leaders commonly. You'll see this amongst many world leaders and even those perceived to be enemies. And I think I've mentioned previously, Putin is also a direct descendant of King James Stewart, one of his grandsons, just as with most of our presidents. They appear to be on differing teams, but they are not. Okay, on this slide in particular, these are these are high degree Masons where they extend their forefingers in such a way, and it's interesting because in this particular slide where you see Biden and Trump, it is the higher level ranking Mason is the one who sets it. So you can see Trump asserting his dominance. And though I can't confirm this, I heard from a person who worked under George W. that his father ranked up to something like the 70th degree, which I thought it only went to 33rd, but apparently not. So yes, we might like what some of them have to say, and they might appear to be opposing, but that's what we call controlled opposition. And finally, this one doesn't really require an explanation, and there are others, but obviously this is be silent. Don't talk about what you know.